This is coming from Family Outreach Ministry, from your host, Bisiolo. It's my pleasure to meet you today, and we are starting with a very beautiful topic called communication. What is communication, by the way? Communication is very simple. It's passing an information to another person or persons. Passing messages to another person or persons. When we talk about communication, there are different ways that we can pass information or message to others. You can pass message through signs. It is called communication. By nodding your head, you are communicating to another person. By shaking your head, you are passing information. And also, by twisting your eyes or somehow, you are passing a message. Those are signs in communication. Now, the other one, which is very known to every one of us, is talking, discussion. Now, we have seen that this particular communication is lacking in a lot of families. Families, husbands and wives don't know how to communicate to each other due to some reasons best known to them. Maybe because they could not understand themselves, they do not know who they are. It is inevitable for them to have problems. And so, to solve such problems in marriages, that is why we have come with this very important topic: communication. Communication gives the opportunity for both husband and wife and parents to understand themselves. If I am moody in the house and I have a lot of things I want to pass across and I'm not talking, I'm not making any sign, I will just die in silence. And that is what is happening with a lot of husbands and wives. Because of one discomfort or the other, they are not discussing with themselves in the house. And because they are not discussing, the problem gets compounding every moment of their days. They will leave, go out, and come back home still on the same problem, because they have decided not to communicate with each other. It is not good. When you bottle up, you are killing yourself gradually. In no time, you have high blood pressure. And when you have high blood pressure, it is not good enough for your health. And in this world, we have too many things that can cause high blood pressure. And so, I am pleading to you that you must create time, create an avenue for good communication in your family. It is good for you. When you discuss, you understand yourselves the more. And now I want to just discuss, why do we have these problems in the house? Lack of communication. There are so many things that can lead to lack of communication in the house. Number one that I would love to talk about is understanding. Many couples, husband, wife, do not understand themselves before they got married. And a lot of young people, I'm using this to advise you that this topic is very important. You must study yourselves and know who your partner is before you get into marriage. Don't wait until you get to married before you start solving this problem. Some you are swept away by infatuation, the pleasures that you can see at that time. Marriage is more than that. And so the first one I say is understanding one another. When we are talking about understanding, what do we really mean? We are coming from different backgrounds. I'm used to saying that. Different backgrounds and different disposition. A man can be an introvert, or he might be an extrovert. The wife can be an introvert, she can be an extrovert as well. know an extrovert to be? Do you know the characteristics of an extrovert? Even in the extrovert, we have two types of extroverts. We have the sanguine extrovert and we have the choleric extrovert. What are their characteristics? You have to know it. Both of them, they are outgoing. They mix quickly. They can talk. They want them to be noticed wherever they are. You must understand your spouse. Without understanding your spouse, you will not be able to communicate well in the house. Maybe she's the type who is outgoing and you are just gentle. You are an introvert. Even the introverts too. We have two types of introvert. We have the melancholic and we have the phlegmatic. And both of them share a lot of things in common. They don't talk. They don't want to act because they don't want to fail. You must know your spouse. When you know each other, you know her characteristics, you know his characteristics, you'll be able to help each other. But outside of it, there will be problems in that home. Because when she wants to be with herself, she does not like discussing, you don't know. And you as an extrovert, you are just discussing, you are talking all your mind, and she was not with you. And later, maybe you were discussing, I said that you have not told me that. You said, me? I have told you. I have told you. You didn't understand. You did not tell me. Because the time you were discussing, she was not obliged to understand or even take you in. She wants to stay to herself. You must understand your spouse. Some people are just like that, and if it is a man, the woman wants to say everything that is in her heart immediately she's back from wherever she went to. And you, because you are an introvert, you want to stay to yourself. Maybe you even have some particular problem that is plaguing you at that moment. You want to settle it inside of you. And a problem that is not shared, how do you want her to know that you have such a problem? We must understand ourselves. And some, you might be coming from an hectic hold-up. The sun is scorching. And a lot of such, maybe it is in winter and all that are there. You must understand the time. The children of Issachar, they understood the time. You as husband, you as wife, you must understand the time. What is the situation in your house saying? Is it conducive to discuss? You have to look at the environment, the situation before you start talking. You, the extrovert, both of you must learn to understand yourself. We cannot talk more than that. You can follow us on Twitter. You can follow us on Instagram. We will discuss more.